Okay, so video games are all about fancy, right? Now, here's a fancy I don't have. Let's get a bee, chase us, and follow us around, shall we? So, the bee that we're going to use has been kindly provided and taken from Quaternius, who just makes the best assets, really. So, you can go ahead and grab it from that website if you want to, or use your own model, because why not? So I'm just going to go ahead and import it because I've just downloaded it. Make sure we tick import animations because that dude made animations for this. We can view the animations. There's a flying animation somewhere in here. And look at that. Awesome. So let's go ahead and hit right click and create a new blueprint class. And it's going to be a type character because it's an animated character, obviously. And let's give it a awesome name. Like bee. And awesome. Alright, let's with our mesh selector, we need to import the skeletal mesh, which we'll be able to identify because of the purple underlining. Now, we're just going to go for simplicity here. I'm just going to scale it down a touch. And maybe a touch more. Now, in terms of sort of simplicity, shall we modify the capsule height? You could do if you want to do such things, I guess. Yes, I'm not going to bother setting up an animation blueprint system for it. I'm just going to simply switch to using an animation asset in there, like that. You can see this animation is now playing. So, in here we're going to need to do a few things. We are going to basically get it on a tick to move towards the player. So, we've got character movement, and let's use this by saying add input vector. Now, that's good, but what is the input vector? Well, to get the direction that something should face, we need to get the self and get the thing that we're looking at and minus those two. So we're going to need to actually find out our player. So you can find your player in your level, look at its name there. And right at the start, we're going to want to cast to that. So find your character. And we want to get pawn. And then we're simply going to promote this as a variable. And we'll just leave it with its default name. That should be fine. Cool. So now we've got that, we're going to do, like I say, the simple vector equation. We're going to get this, and I'm going to say get world position of the capsule component. And we're going to also want to get our own capsule component and get world position again. And if we do minus, so vector minus vector, and plug it into our tick, let's see how this looks, shall we? So first of all, make sure we drop one in our level. Let's put it over here. And oh my god, it's so fast. But you can totally see it's chasing us. However, it's not rotating, so let's fix that. In the character movement, we want to look for orient. Yes, orient rotation towards movement. So, let's test it again. Okay, you can now see it's rotating, but it's initially facing the wrong direction. So let's just get the mesh, and let's just say add world rotation. And I know that it's minus 90 that we need to add. So again, let's test it. Alright, this thing's chasing us. Which is fun, it's good. But it's way too fast. So let's change the character speed down. So let's just change for speed. And again, I don't know, should we half it? Let's half it and see how it looks. Okay, much better. Though slightly less scary. But now we can have this thing chasing us around the woods. Now this isn't using a nav mesh or anything, so it should be nice and simple and straightforward. But you know what? It's a bee. So I mean, one thing you could do is you could just move the mesh up if you want it to sort of look like it's in the air. But you know what will be more fun than that? I think. Because it's using the character movement, we can tell it to jump. Jump. There we go. So let's see how this looks. Oh my gosh. So much better. Probably going to want to increase the movement speed again. It's kind of like it's just dancing around me. I think probably because it's jumping too much, it's not actually making its way to me. Shall we bother? I mean, I think that's probably enough. But let's just very quickly set timer by event, and because we don't want it to jump that often, let's just do a sure. Bad name it for the sake of this. Badly name it, disorganize it, link you up to there. Let's put the speed up a touch, 400. There we go. That's actually kind of awesome. Ah, leave me alone. There we go. A lot of fun, right? Now we've got a bee chasing us. If we had like a little kill system to the front of that, then we are in for a good time. So let's just quickly add a box collision. And we'll also add it to like its mouth area, like that. And on that box collision, let's scroll right down to the bottom. Second green button on begin overlap. Again, we just get your character name. And then do like if you've got like a death system or a ragdoll system or whatever you want to do, was say dead, or you know would ragdoll it or whatever your dead system is. Dead, nice. Or maybe just like even like lower health. I've got the health system on here. I'd probably just like lower the health every now and then. But there you go. Hopefully that was fun. I thought it was fun. So, thanks for watching, and let me know if you had some beast in your game.